My name is Kevin Trinh, and in this video we'll be taking a look at questions 1 and 2 from CSC2's Fall 2012 Exam 1. Questions 1 and 2 have to do with number system conversions and Unix commands respectively. Question 1a gives you a binary number and asks you for its decimal representation. Before I give the answer to the question, I'd like to first explain how number systems work. The binary number system is also called base 2 because each place value in the number is represented by its value, 0 or 1, times 2 to the n, where n begins at 0 on the far right of that number and increases by 1 as you move to the next place value. Evaluating these expressions gives you the value of each place value. A common mistake people make here is thinking that the first place value is actually 2 to the 1, which is 2. But remember that we need 1, and 2 to the 1 is not 1. You need that 1 or 2 to the 0 to be able to express all numbers. In the given binary number, you can see that there are 9 place values to consider, 5 of which have a 1, meaning that their place value contributes to the overall number, and 4 of which have a 0, meaning that that place value does not contribute to the overall number. We determine the decimal representation of the binary number by summing up all the values that contribute towards the overall number. By adding 128, 16, 4, 2, and 1, we see that the binary number 0100101111 can be represented as 151 in the decimal number system. As a relevant side note, the same logic can be used to solve for the decimal representations of octal and hexadecimal numbers. Octal numbers are base 8, with place value coefficients between 0 and 7. Hexadecimal numbers are base 16, but use the letters A through F to represent coefficients between 10 and 15, since we obviously cannot use two-digit numbers in a single place value. Question 1b asks you for the opposite conversion. Given the decimal number 100, it asks you to find its equivalent in binary form. Since the sum of the place value contributions must be 100, we can start with a blank slate and build up to 100. A rule of thumb is to start off with the place value that gives the largest contribution without being over the desired number. In this case, 64 is that number, so we put a 1 in that place value. Since we're still 36 short of 100, we can apply the same logic again and see that 32 is the largest contributor without going over the desired amount, so we put a 1 in its place value as well. We're still not quite at 100, but adding a 4 will get us there, so we put a 1 in that place value. From here, we can see that the number 100 in decimal form can be represented as 0011000100. A general test-taking skill I would recommend for number system conversions will be to slow down and double or even triple check your answers. Simple arithmetic mistakes are very easy to make under the crunch of a test-taking environment. Additionally, if you're supposed to convert from one number system to another and neither of them are decimal, try converting to decimal first as an intermediate step. That way, it's much easier to convert from decimal to the desired number system rather than trying to convert directly from one to the other. To test your understanding of number systems, here's a number given in binary form. What is its representation in decimal and hexadecimal form? Pause the video, try to figure it out, and unpause the video to see the correct answer and explanation. Using the methods explained before for binary numbers, we can see that summing up the contributions in the given number indicates that this binary number is 93 in decimal form. We know that in hexadecimal, the number must equate to 93 in decimal. From here, we see that 16 can go into 93 5 times. Since this leaves us 13 short of 93, we can say that the 13th symbol in hexadecimal, which is the letter D, is the final symbol in this hexadecimal number. Therefore, the binary number 00101101 is equal to 5D in hexadecimal. Note how I converted the binary number to decimal and used the decimal number to convert to hexadecimal. This is the same tactic you should be using when solving these types of problems on exams. Question 2a asks for the function of the Unix command pwd. To test this, we can simply input this into the terminal. I'm using Cloud9 as my IDE, but Unix commands should work across all Java IDEs. If I type in pwd into the Cloud9 terminal, it returns what appears to be the current folder I am in. If I change my current folder position to the outer folder and type in pwd again, the output from the terminal reflects this change in the directory. pwd stands for Print Working Directory and will display the current folder you are working in. Question 2b asks for the Unix command that will display the contents of the given directory or folder. To me, that sounds like what it's asking for is the Unix commands that will show or list what's in the current folder. That Unix command is ls for list, and it does exactly what it sounds like. It lists all the files and folders that exist in that current folder. To test your knowledge on Unix commands, on the screen I've listed the results of several Unix commands. What Unix commands cause them? Pause the video, try to figure them out, and unpause the video to see the correct answer and explanation. When a Unix command affects a file or folder, chances are that you have to input a file or folder name. The generic Unix command for removing something is rm. Removing a named file is therefore rm followed by the file name or file directory. If a named file is no longer where it used to be, it sounds like it has been moved to a different location or directory. The Unix command for moving a file is mv followed by the file name or file directory followed by the folder or directory to which you wish to move the file. If you find yourself in a Unix environment with many nested folders, you may need to quickly access the folder that contains the directory you are currently in. You can most certainly do cd followed by the outer folder's directory, but the fastest Unix command to access the outer folder is simply .. If you try to delete a folder containing files using a normal delete or removal Unix command, you will not be able to as a safety mechanism. However, if you're 100% sure that you want to delete a directory containing files, you can recursively remove it. This is done with the Unix command rm-r followed by the directory of the folder to be deleted. Unix commands may be hard to study because there's simply so many of them, and you might not be sure which ones you need to know for an exam. What I would recommend in this case is to go ahead and take a look at the lecture that deals with Unix commands. Not only will this show and list and describe some of the more basic Unix commands like ls, cd, mkdir, but it'll also show you how to use the manual or man command to be able to list and show many more Unix commands that you can use in Java programming. And with that, this concludes my video tutorial on number systems and Unix commands. My name is Kevin Trinh, and this is CSC2.